Aloha. What is up with everybody? We have a special bonus episode tonight live. Aloha. Why do we have a bonus round episode tonight? Bonus 3. Well, there's some hot topics that we need to discuss. And we had a show yesterday with Auntie, which glitched a lot because Auntie has a potty mouth. Yes. And also too, I'm back in the spot for season 6 that we've been in all season. And before we do a Halloween episode for episode 20, and then we get our celebrity episode for episode 21, and then we're going to be ending our season, I thought we'd do a last round in our box for the last time. Yes. So I have a new picture here. It's actually a tree, but my mom thinks it's whale eyes that way. It's really this way. It's a tree bark. See the tree now? There. Okay, we should put it the right way. So anyway, I wanted to do that, and then I'm in the office to work because we have, I think this is round 6 or round 5 of more law work. So I gotta write a motion tonight. So I got I still have my beach attire. This is what I wore today at the beach. So I'm going to do a one more time in our show season 6 because we're ending our show. That's what I'm wearing for today. I wore this to the beach, and I was just kind of like working around the island and taking care of business. So it's my day attire, and I just decided I just got here and I'm just getting ready to unwind. So we're unwinding together before me do my law work. Of course, we got dad and mom in the house. We're at their house. Okay. So you might hear them as always. I have my coffee because I gotta stay up tonight. I have to read. Ooh, good thing I talked to you about this. I gotta read an article. And let's burn because I need to burn. So let's burn together and let's talk about some hot topics real quick that I want to recap because I've been speaking about some of these topics during this season, aside from smart topics. And it just sort of kind of took a twist on the hot topic side of things. And I want to talk about it because it's pretty hot on YouTube right now. And I kind of enjoyed it. I watched it yesterday after I went fishing. So I did my show and then I went fishing with my sister. You need to go on my IG if you don't know what I do. You want to know my daily grind. I'm on IG, the Green Angel'Z CircleTime420. If you watched yesterday's episode, I think it was episode 19. Thank you for watching it and going through with it. It was a little glitchy because Auntie has a potty mouth. You all know Auntie. And I warned her and I said, don't say that word a lot, okay, when you do the show. She knows too. She knows what she's doing. She does it on purpose. She's naughty like that. That's why. I got some Cali buds today. Yeah. I went to my friend who gets Cali buds here in Maui. See, I have a Cali bud hookup here in Maui. I go to Pono or I go to Maui Grow, which is the 2 stores. And I get a hookup in Haiku, which is really good because they usually comes with hash, and he grows natural Hina. Hina is organic version here. We call it Hina Farms. The only thing about him is that his bud, it doesn't really give me that extra oomph. And my mom agrees. We both agree because she kind of burns his buds too because she does CBD for her muscles. So I got Cali buds from my homeboy who usually gets some Cali stuff. And I do have a lot of seeds, so I really do need to start growing but I've been doing so much law shit and so much other shit. And right now, it's kind of intense. So we're wrapping things up with the law, which is kind of cool, but it's kind of political and it's kind of shady because this is a county of Maui. So technically, it's like the royal kingdom meets corporations. So the corporations are occupying the kingdom. They're in here. They're making their own rules. So the courts sort of try to usually favor these corporations within the kingdom. So you have to be very smart, I guess, in a way to understand layers of crookization in order to know who you're dealing with, because I'm dealing with some real serious big dogs, and at the surface it looks just like the courts. It just looks like the courts I'm dealing with, but I'm not. No, I'm dealing with the people that run Maui, and it's just annoying because it's like I gotta now prove to them that I'm an Nali'i and I run Maui too with them. So I'm a politician now. So I need coffee and I need this fucking bong. So let's smoke. Let me take another. This is what I mean. Like, you can tell when I'm stressed when I do these. And the reason why I think I want to do these shows too, because of the bonus rounds, because the bonus rounds are really real and raw. And it's really the time where my brain, like right now, my brain is like, it's at its peak. What does that mean? And I don't know about you, but this is the season 6 is about being a smart stoner. So the reason why I do these bonus rounds, because I like to express while I'm in the moment of having to be smart. And it's interesting that I'm finding out in this season that this law work, cannabis is actually soothing for me. I noticed that with me, with any work that I've done in the past, I work well with cannabis. I don't know, some of you may not go to work well with cannabis. And that's an interesting topic in itself, because cannabis is legal in California, and a lot of people go to work in California, and a lot of people, like I know the Hyatt, for instance, is a company where you can be a cannabis smoker and you won't get drug tested at the Hyatt or the Ondas. And if you didn't know that, now you know. Why? Because they will not care if you are a cannabis user. So a lot of their employees go to work stone. So a lot of us can work stone. And for me, like before I go do all this work, when I get into this office, and maybe it's because I've been doing the show here too with my work coinciding, that maybe because it makes me feel better to do the bonus round before I get into emotions. So let's cheers to unwinding. All right, let's get back to that. Speaking about unwind, it's a perfect segue for what I'm going to talk about for a hot topic. Why? Because unwind with Tasha K. You remember we did an episode about Jaguar Right. All right, so we're talking about YouTube. I'm on YouTube. We're hot topics. We're burning, but sometimes we can change it up. So we're changing up again. So tonight's hot topic is we're going to recap about Jaguar Right. And the reason why we're going to recap about Jaguar Right is because it also has a lot to do with my show and other things that I talked about before, similar to how Jaguar Right is sort of being right now, and just being blunt and open and honest about shit that has happened in the industry. And I don't think right now she's kind of hot and popular on YouTube, Jaguar Right. And because we already spoke about her, and now the shit that's come up with Unwind with Tasha K, and the last interview she did last night or the night before, I think it was Friday night fuckery. She was on as a guest. And I want to say, as a YouTuber, I would love to have Jaguar Right on as a guest. Yeah. You want to know why? Because I'll tell you something. I'm going to be one of the first YouTubers. Maybe there's probably another one that's going to back up Jaguar right now. And I felt like I needed to because, and I do need to, because of the shit that went down in the conversation with Unwind with Tasha K. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you go get hip, get up to par with the trends. I although we smoke cannabis, okay, being smart again is being involved and in tune with every fucking shit that's going on in life, and that includes mainstream media. And if you're a YouTuber, then you should know about what's happening in YouTube. So the current event and right now that's happening in YouTube is this Jaguar Wright chick. And she's been just going off with all these celebrities, trying to change the artist industry with music and doing things that are going to be better for the new generation coming into music instead of being fucked in the ass or turning gay and wearing tight jeans or being like a P. Diddy, slave, and vice versa with other celebrities that she dragged. So Tasha K put her on an interview because Tasha K is like the new Wendy Williams, which I think Wendy Williams is somewhat surviving for what she has a contract for. So cheers to Wendy. I know people are scandaling about her, but fuck Wendy's Wendy. Bitch is OG. She do whatever she fucking wants. Okay, so but Tasha K has been kind of acting erratic and weird. Like she's probably doing cocaine or something. Or maybe she should do a marijuana show and not wine. Because the other video before the one that aired around with the interview with Jaguar Wright, she was crying about some chick in fucking California, which was only like, I don't know, 30 minutes from my old home, Woodland Hills, Calabasas. So the girl was in Northridge and she was a viewer in her chat that said she was going to kill herself. So she was drunk with Tasha K on fucking line. And so she ended up going on YouTube, using the YouTube show, like my show like this, to tell people that lives in Northridge, California, to go look for her fan who said he's going to kill himself, which is cute of her. But it kind of like now makes me have to talk about her after I even saw the interview she did with Jaguar Wright. And especially having the show content that I had yesterday. And if you were watching yesterday, we were talking about moments and we were talking about people who have issues in life. And I didn't even watch the video before I watched the show last night. I didn't even talk about this. I didn't even know she was that. I knew she hyped the interview. And I said, okay, I'm going to watch it later because I had my own shit I was doing. And so last night I watched it. I finally got to watch it after I shot my show, right, with Auntie. And mind you, we were talking about Auntie and her. She was divulging about her past stuff and traumas. And we were talking about my girlfriend that I ran into. And we were talking about how we got to be respectful and conscious about people who have moments. Okay. So when I saw the interview last night, and then I realized what I did yesterday prior to watching the interview, and I was like, there's kind of some similarity in my show. And then her fucking interview with Jaguar Wright, I thought that was pretty interesting too, which I felt like, you know what? I want to do this bonus show because I want to speak on behalf of Jaguar Wright's interview she had with that Unwind chick that does kind of like a show similar to mine. I mean, I burn, but she does alcohol. And I kind of like lately been thinking like maybe she needs to fucking stop drinking alcohol or don't drink so much. Like just drink a beer like me. Like don't be fucking drinking a whole bottle because she's been getting a little off, just a little fucking off. So now let's talk about backing up Jaguar Wright in the interview and why and what points that made me pissed off. And I want the people to know in the YouTube world that Jaguar Wright is a fucking badass, real ass fucking bitch. Yeah, I think so. I know so. I can see juice when I see juice. I know freaking you just look at her and look at Mary J. Blige. They look like they were twins. She just had more of the tomboy. She was probably more of the dude looking vibe virgin than Mary J. Blige, so that sex wouldn't sell as much with that and that. Maybe that's what it was, but she was the juice, and you know this, you can tell. And then I didn't like the interview because the interview was taken away from that juice. Why? Because Tasha K was hitting hitting the most crucial parts of her life where it created moments in her personality, character, and being over the years and time span that has nothing fucking to do with the music industry, I think, in a sense. As a mom, it had to do with her being an industry person and why she was talking about all these people. And that's where she should have kept it. Because she went into the other side of it, she didn't keep it about you on YouTube, you blasting all these people's names. Why are you doing that? No. What did Tasha K do, bitch? She wasn't cool. She didn't understand people having moments in life. She went and hit Jaguar White in the other gut where it was like about her children, lost her kids. And you watch the interview. Hi, Weed Wars. It is just not nice when you're hitting people that lost children, especially two, especially. Once you hear a woman say, I lost two kids, that's it. Boom. Pull that fucking shit back in 2 seconds. Why? Because I was sensitive about that last night. Why? Because my auntie that was on my show yesterday, if you watch the show, she lost two babies. Yes. She's strong as motherfucking bitch. She's beautiful. She always wears her shit right. She still doesn't give a fuck. And this is what happens. It's character. You go through things and that's that. So right now, Jaguar's having a moment. She's fed up. She said, fuck it. You know what I got to lose? Fuck these motherfuckers. They're fucking kids over. I don't got my kids. I don't want them to hurt kids. I get it. I get the layer of that. And she stomped Unwind with Tasha K by telling Tasha K, don't punk me. Don't fucking punk me again and call me out to be some fucking whatever, neglected bad mom or whatever. She fucking called Unwind Tasha K out, like, because she was calling, Tasha K was starting to call Jaguar Wright mentally ill and crazy a couple times. She said, don't fucking ever say that shit, that word with my name anymore. And I have to say, they had a debate. You have to watch the show. They had a debate at one point about the word crazy. And I know it's like, why am I talking about these are the little things that really matter. You have to, when you watch an interview, you depict an interview with speech, you have to look at all these little things. And when this one part came on, when she said crazy, people call me crazy, but I ain't crazy. I'm brilliant. I'm smart. I get that. That's true. And then Tasha K was like, no, but I'm crazy. No, you are crazy because the night prior, you had a show prior talking about all your fans that's in Northridge. Go find the drunk girl because I drunk too. She drunk. We both was drunk and we stay drunk and she gonna kill herself. Like, bitch, yeah, you crazy. But Jaguar White was like, no, bitch, I ain't fucking crazy like you. She was like, I'm brilliant. I'm smart. I'm an artist. I don't like what's happening in the fucking world. I don't like seeing the molestation. I don't like seeing shit. I'm a gangsta. I know what the fuck's been going on. I seen it. I know it. And you know what, man? I'm thug. And I'm about ready at this point of my age. I lost a lot of fucking shit. I lost my babies. I don't fucking give a shit. I got one man I love. He riding and dying with me. And you know what? If I got to go out doing something that I got to say I did something good in the world, then the best motherfucking shit I'm going to say is the truth, because at least I know when I die, I fucking fought for the truth and my bitch ass is real. And I'm going to be happy that way. And I get her. I get Jaguar Wright. So I have to applaud Jaguar Wright for standing her ground with Unwind, not letting fucking Unwind Tasha K fucking belittle her, drag her down, and poke her at the gut where she had those moments in life that she had to go through. What a bitch for Unwind Tasha K. Unwind Tasha K, I don't like you anymore. I unsubscribe you because you did that to Homegirl. Homegirl is a real cat. She played with the real home dogs. She played with the real big dogs in the big leagues. you know, and I understand playing with the big dogs, what that means when you on the top and other dogs don't want you to go on the top with them, because that's why it also hit me. Besides the fact that she didn't understand people with moments, and she was interviewing Unwind with Unwind with Tasha K was interviewing Jaguar White, right, in a way where she was not even focusing on the YouTube subject that was going on, where she was fucking cussing all, she was telling the truth about all these people. Instead of she saying, so tell me more about Puff, or tell me more about Mary, or tell me more about what's her name? Alicia Keys. Tell me more about Usher. Tell me more. She could have, because she does this with other people. I mean, she took R. Kelly. She took R. Kelly. That story there, she called everybody and she was grilling their ass. Tell me more about R. Kelly's sister, and tell me more about R. Kelly's brother. And she kept doing that shit. Aloha, Dallas. Aloha, everybody coming in. What it do? I want to chat with you in a little bit in the chat room. Hold up. But you get what I'm saying? Like, she didn't do that with Jaguar Wright. She just automatically washed all the YouTube hype up about all the different celebrities she fucking popped up shit up that she could have jabbed in more with her, pull out more info, and see how much really is Jaguar Wright up there with the home dogs. But and then she said, 10 years ago she met hang out with them, but still, you could still have Jews 10 years ago. I mean, and I'm just saying, with information that we didn't know about 10 years that we would want to know about. But she could have got more cool with Jaguar Wright on the topics based on the YouTube streaming topics that was going off. Instead, what she do? She turned around and she used her moments. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk about this today, because if anybody was watching it, this is just my opinion. It's just a hot topic recap on Jaguar Wright, because we had a show before on her. You go watch it if you didn't know. And we just had the new news come up, and we are a YouTube show and we do live shows. So I figured I'd talk about it because I support Jaguar. I unsubscribed on Tasha K because I felt like, as a woman, you don't go after kids that are deceased. You don't over elaborate with a woman. When a woman say, I lost 2 kids, end it there. Just go away from that. Don't go, oh, and then what? No, bitch, no. I mean, like I said, my auntie lost babies, and as we were talking about moments yesterday, like, that's why if you haven't seen my show yesterday, go watch it, and you're gonna understand what this fucking show's about. But you watched the other show yesterday. I was with auntie, and that's why when I watched the show last night with Tasha K in the interview, I was like so upset because I just had the interview with auntie. We were talking about girls and moments, and I'm just like, bitch, you know what? I'm gonna call this out on YouTube, because we have a lot of YouTubers. They're too judgmental. They're too into the gossip and stuff. And I am gossiping in a sense right now, if you want to call it that. But what I'm not in a way, because what I'm doing is I'm showing a case of a live show a lot of people watch, that I feel like that this host, Tasha K, she needed to be checked. She got checked, but she also needs to be checked by YouTubers like myself, who's a woman with kids too, who would have never disrespect someone like Jaguar Wright like that, and would have utilized her time properly by having the right questions, not about her personal life. So that's all I'm saying. We can't attack people with that have that kind of background like that. But we have to understand, though, when people got their juice taken from them, when people went into Hollywood and they got their shine taken from them, we also got to acknowledge that and respect that and give them some of that love too. Because I feel like she needs that, and we need to validate that. So Jaguar Wright, I validate you, girl, as a Hollywoodist, elitist that was there and did it, and you roamed and you fucking did your shit. And if anybody in the YouTube world wants to say something about Jaguar, it'll be me right now to you, Jaguar. If you ever watch this, that you are a solid ass cat. I respect bitches like you. I adore you, and I just adore your roughness, your strong, and your rareness, and you're just blunt, and it takes a real hardcore bitch to do that. And so I admire that, and I really just do. So I'm gonna smoke the Jaguar Wright tonight, everybody. That's why I did this show. Yeah, sometimes you got to give other women, You got to give other women props. Other women need to give other women props. Men need to give other men props. Tonight, I want to be a positive person in Hot Topics and give other people where they need praises. And right now, I think Jaguar Wright needs a praise, saying, sister, thank you for being brave. Thank you for being one of these girls. People might call you a snitch. I just call you fed up. You were fed up and you're like, damn, you know what? I see all this shit with Epstein. I know why you did it. You see all the shit with all these people talking and now the news. You're like, yeah, I know, sis. I know what's up. Boom, boom. Anyway, let's see what Booger is saying. We have our hater back in and we have other people. Let's go into our chat and let's review. So Weed Wars came in first. Cheers, all. Cheers, Weed Wars. Let me smoke to you. Cheers, because you came in first. We love Weed Wars. We haven't seen you in a while, Weed Wars, but I remember you and I miss you. Thanks for dropping in. Especially Venom Grower. Oh my God, I haven't seen you. And the American one. You know what I do, American one. You know the Green Angel'Z is all about the American one. Yes, sir. Thanks for your comment, by the way. I've seen your comment. It's great. All right, we got our troublemaker, and he's back. What it do, troublemaker? Let's see what you've been saying now. The tribe called cookies.com. I invited my wife in here, Angel. Her name is Sarah. Okay, hi, Sarah. Okay. What else did he say? And my friend who works at the DMV, her name is Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie at the DMV. Hi. Okay, so we got new guests now. How sweet. Eric Ram. Hello from Dallas. Aloha, Dallas. Texas. We do it big in Texas. I used to live in Beaumont, Texas. So I love Beaumont. Everybody in Beaumont, what it do? Everybody in Houston, what it do? Lake Charles, what it do? And Louisiana, what it do? We love all of you. Also Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida. Yes, South Side. Yes, Southerns. We love the South. I used to live in the South for 2 years. Okay, ma'am, sir. We know how to respect people down there too. I do it too. I do it well. Okay. Are you talking about drama crap? Question mark. What do you want to talk about tonight, sir? Okay. You like to come in and be the boss. So why don't you give us a topic then? Since we're Hot Topics is just got done before we head out. We're at 27 minutes. So we got another couple more minutes. Who are you voting for? And don't tell me you don't talk about politics. Oh, so you want to talk politics tonight? Okay. So our viewer one in the chat room talk about politics. Let's see. I do want to call it that you are gossiping. Yes, I did gossip a little bit, but I was supporting Jaguar Wright. Go watch the video. Okay. Well, let's see. We'll send a welfare check to Tasha K. Would that make you feel better? Oh, no. You know what? No, I just told you I just unsubscribed Tasha K because I didn't like how she picked on Jaguar Wright's children. The children died. Okay, she lost 2 kids. She just kept going. Go watch the video. You're gonna know where I'm talking about, and you're gonna see how Jaguar Wright slammed her, and you're gonna be like, okay, now I know what Z Blaze is saying. Stop it. You're always making troubles. Hiya Tribe, Floozy, what it do? Thanks for coming in. Let's book a bowl for you too. And we'll smoke a bowl for a tribe called Cookies for Doc and all his friends that came in. Sarah, what it do? All you guys coming in and watching with him. Thank you. Love from Maui. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this show, but this is a bonus round because of the topic and the coincidental just topics that happened within other YouTube show Unwind and Minds last night. So, get with the story, but we already talked about it. And, I guess it's going to be called gossip per one of our chat viewers. But, oops. We don't call it gossip here. We're calling Hot Topics Recap. Cut it out. All right. Let's continue. Biden is an Epstein. Okay, I agree. What are you drinking? I'm drinking coffee, my love. Okay, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm your friend. Oh, thank you. Okay, I will be your friend too. From now on, you're my friend. We no more troublemaker. All right. Cheers. Let's smoke to that first. Hold on. Let me see. Don't go fast, you guys. Oh, Eric, you're single. I'm single too. Okay, you want to talk politics? Stay alive for another hour. Not too long. I got to do a motion. I told you I was trying to be a new lawyer now. I got to do this. I got to save the kingdom of Hawaii, you guys. We'll talk. You'll see more. And I got to put some stuff in the newspaper this week. It's a lot of drama going on. You're going to love it. Stay alive for another hour. You know me. I do my 40 minutes, 50. That's max. So we'll do that. No Democrat for me. We're screwed either way. Government left is behind long ago. Okay. Smoking a blow with Floozy. My future ex-wife is in here. Her name is Sarah, but I already mentioned that. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. I see you now. That's great. I'm glad you're here, Sarah. I have an ex-husband, but I'm glad that you guys get along. I want to try to get along with my ex-husband, but he kind of took my baby right now. And it's not even his baby. But that's another story. We're not going to talk about that. I haven't even gone in that story. That's gossiping. We're talking about something else. There she is. Okay, motion. You can do your motion tomorrow. You know, I was thinking about that too. Don't even fucking go there because I was thinking about that. Fuck, you're a little. What do they call those people? What did they call people like that when I was growing up? When they persuade you a lot. Peer pressure. You're a peer pressure kind of a guy. All right, another comment, and then we'll talk about one more topic. Okay, tribe, I'm good, so good. There will be no X. Okay, so Sarah says he's just being a butthead. That's her man. All right, Sarah, we know that's your man. All right, cut it out. I'm sure he's your man because he's a troublemaker, but I'm glad that you guys have a good relationship. You were talking about the motion last week. You are a stoner. We take a little while to get things done. No, I've already done. That's another motion. Now it's a motion to reflect from order. Okay, that's what it's called. But let's see, where is the possum? You know, we did not get another one. I was hoping to get a freaking third one, but I think this guy was a dude. The other two was chicks because he was a little bigger. He came in, he hung up for a week. He never came back because I took the dog food out. And that's why they came in. So there you go. No more possum because the motherfucker left and he knew I was going to catch his ass. I think he was smarter than the two chicks. So I never caught one yet. All right. So we already talked about Unwind with Tasha Kane. We already talked about how I felt about Jaguar Wright and how she treated her. And now that's over. And I'm happy that Jaguar Wright stood her ground. Fucking gangster. She's the bomb. She made her respect her and say, you respect my fucking moments in life, bitch. You don't fucking call me crazy. And you don't put the word mental next to my name, motherfucker. I'm brilliant. And that's what I liked about the fucking video. If you must know the summary to that topic. Now let's move on. I'm going to give, because this is a bonus. We have a great chat today. I'm going to give you guys what you want, and you want to talk politics. Now, have you been following me on my show? Let's first smoke for my people that came in. Everybody, like I said earlier, let's smoke for all you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, I got a real cool one. We're going to save this for the tip before we end. Oh, yeah, this is a real cool one. I created this one the other morning when I was all stolen and shit, but I'll share it with you before we leave. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, Wow. Oh, have you ever saw that guy? He eats food, and every time he eats the food, he's on YouTube. He goes around the world. He's like an Asian guy, kind of like Asian white guy. He lives in Thailand with his daughter and his wife, and he travels and he eats fucking strange shit. And every time he eats it, I love when he goes, wow. He goes, wow, wow. So lately, I'm gonna be doing that now. Every time I smoke a really good bud, I'm just gonna go, wow. Just gives that effect. Wow. I love it. That was good. Wow. There's nothing better than fucking coffee and buds. It's just the best. Politics. Okay. One, you should have been watching my show, A Tribe Called thecookies4.com, and you were, because I've been seeing you all season. What did I say? Who I was. I'm a royal princess of the Kingdom of Hawaii. I was in LA, Calabasas, Woodland Hills, in LA, America. Had to come home, take care of property that was inherited to me by the kings and queens of the Kingdom of Hawaii. Therefore, now I'm home being a lawyer of the Kingdom of Hawaii, which means I protect crown lands, king and queen, high chief, low chief lands of the maps on the island of Maui. It's my job as a politician for this island. In 2020 AD, I'm in Maui, 808, Noko'oi, number one island out of the 8 islands of the chain. So I have a duty to be a royal princess of 2020 AD in the Kingdom of Hawaii today. That has to work somehow with who? America. Right. Okay. So do I vote? Well, this is huge going on here in Maui. The Trump supporters are going bananas. They have went around and around and around with their trucks and their long, big, huge speakers, and they're doing a really good job promoting. I gotta say, the Trump supporters are going crazy. If you all must know, in the world of America, if you were to ask me today, where does Hawaii stand? Okay, where does Hawaii stand on the majority of locals and who are they going to vote for? Do you really want to know what Hawaiian people are voting for and who they're voting for? If you want to know, Trump. I'm just saying, I'm not lying. My mama vote for Trump. My aunties all vote for Trump. The local ladies and aunties, they vote for Trump. I'm just being honest. A lot of people in Hawaii aren't voting Democrat this year. They're voting Trump. Why? Because they like the idea that he's a businessman. That's what I hear all the time. He's a businessman. He's a businessman. I like that about him. And that's what they're going with. And I don't know why, but if you want to know, that's a political 411 in Hawaii. There you go. Now, as far as me and who I voted, I told you in the episodes prior, you must have, can't remember what episode it was. If you watched the show, you were here live, you would have heard it already. I didn't vote this year. I cannot vote this year. Last time I voted, I did vote for Trump. I was the reason why Trump became a president first time. Okay, I was one of them. However, I was a little distaste in my mouth about Trump after he's kind of got framed with the Bush thing, the pussy up the vagina shit, right? But then I had to make sense of that because I had to say to myself, it's not fair for Trump. He got framed. He was recorded unknowingly by Bush douche. Bush douche recorded Trump while Trump was being a homie with Bush. Now, if you're with your homie and you and your homie like talking about a boy, like if I'm with my girlfriend and I'm talking about a guy and my girl's over here talking about a guy and I'm like, yeah, I like dicks. She's like, yeah, I like dicks too. I like big dicks. She's like, Black girls talk like this all the time. I like big dicks too, girl. And he's like, yeah, da da da. Bush was a douche. Think about that. Bush was a douche to be kicking it like a homie with Trump and then secretly fucking recording them and then all of a sudden he's blasting them in the fucking news like, oh, he said he's gonna shovel them up in the vagina. It's a personal private conversation that brother probably didn't eat, but he didn't even know he was being recorded. And if he knew, he would have never talked like that with a homie. If he knew, he wasn't a fucking homie like that. So that wasn't cool that the whole world that, that's why Bush the douche got canned, because he really is a douche. Because see, if you rolling with a billionaire like Trump, and he kicking it with you already in private, and like, I mean, it's not like he tried to fucking put you in jail and framed you for fucking something. But that's what Bush did, and that's what wasn't cool. So that's why I wasn't really happy with Bush for doing that, because I was thinking more on it like a personal level. Like if I was with my homegirl and I didn't know my homegirl was doing that to me, I'll be all sad and shit. Like I heard that on the fucking damn TV, like my voice in the fucking damn trailer where we were all talking shit about fucking chicks and shit. I mean, guys kiki. Guys are the worst gossipers. I mean, like, okay, let's get it straight, okay? Men are the worst gossipers. Okay. Y'all gossip. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people know that, a lot of people don't. I don't know. But I know you all do. Sometimes you're worse gossipers. And so that's why, like you can't do that to your homie. So I never thought of him as an asshole since then. A lot of people got this taste for that. But what I didn't like, um, I don't know. I guess for me is I don't like the part where he kisses the daughter on the lips. I don't do that to my daddy. Don't do that to my dad. No. Yes, you men fucking gossip like women, dude. You are fucking chicks, bro. I'm not joking. I mean, that's why my ex, mm, that's why I'm single. But so I can't dog Trump for being a gossip bitch, but his friend. That's just what dudes do. Like poor thing, he didn't know he was fucking recorded. But I don't like he kissed like the way he kisses his daughter, like on some occasions. I don't know if he's a predator type of old dude that likes young chicks. He kind of looks like that with the Epstein guy kind of thing. That could be something that he's about. We don't know, but he could vibe me on that. I could vibe him on that, but I'm not going to assume that. But I could see that. He is a Hollywood giant. He's with the big dogs, so he makes calls and that shit. So I ain't gonna fuck with Trump and Hollywood. Um, he be firing fucking celebrities on his show. Just don't even, okay? Why are you running this place? And that's another thing. And then people don't why I really, really, really voted for him initially is, this is how I play my business, okay? Long story short, and just getting straight to the tea on this with the Trumpster. Um, when you look at his history and you look at his finance, um, status, he's technically a whale, right? Okay, so what I mean, that mean like in the 1980s, 85, 86, oh, it's the 90s, 95, right? What do you do? He's been funding the Clintons, the different Democrats, the people to get on as a president. All right. So he been supporting people to be president. So if you want to be fair and you want to be a real legit business person and you want to be what they call it's a deserving moment, we're kind of not giving him his moment he deserves, which is kind of sad because he supported so much people to be president. It's like it's only bound for him to be a president too, with all that money he put in other people to be president. So, you know, I feel bad when nobody went to his inauguration because I was like, oh, Like, for all the presidents he supported, and now he the president with all that shit he backed up people with. Now he get to be it. He don't get that much people at his inauguration. It was kind of sad because, like he's Big Daddy. He the Big Daddy whale guy. He the Big Daddy whale guy that made Obama. Clinton or Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't respect Big Daddy like that. Not me, not Z Blaze. I know a Big Daddy want to see one, so that's why I voted for him the first time. But now, like I'm saying, second year around, I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not voting for a Democrat. I am the Kingdom of Hawaii. I'm a royal princess right now. I have to protect the islands at the moment. That is technically my role. And so with that being said, I have not voted for anyone. I will not be voting for anyone. I am a Kingdom of Hawaii royal, and I have to resurrect the legislation party of the Royal Kingdom of Hawaii for 2022. And how we're going to do that is with royal blood heirs that have birth certificate ranks to the kings and queens of the Kingdom of Hawaii pre-1820 missionaries came here. So that's who I am. So now I'm going to roll with that. So I'm not really voting American. I hope that answers your question. And that's a wrap for fucking politics. All right, now moving forward, I'm going to take one more bowl, and I think it's time to go because it's 46 minutes. Let's do one more answering all this beautiful questions coming in and see what to do, and then we're going to have. Oh my God, Polish Hammer. You dropped in. What it do, boo? I gotta smoke for Polish Hammer. I'm sorry, you guys. I love Polish Hammer. Zane Green is going to be visiting Maui, huh, Sarah? That is awesome. Hanalei Bay is in the Big Island. I mean, no. Hanalei Bay is in Kauai. My chest bubbles. Yeah, I got a little gold swimsuit for my. She said she likes my chest bubbles. Okay, love Hawaii. Been there a few. Eric Ram said, Polish Hammer said, cheers, angels. And Sarah said, you should meet up with Zane Green. He's going to be visiting there. I don't know if he's visiting Maui, Hanalei Bay. And then another chat person said, this one is the whore of YouTube. What? Oh, hi, the whore of YouTube. Nice to meet you. Wow, what a name. Let me speak to that too. Polish Hammer. Things are coming in, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Welcome the whore of YouTube to the chat. The whore of YouTube says, Angel, do you surf? You got them beach waves. Hot shit. Yeah, boo. I surf. I do all this shit. I am that beach girl. I'm a coconut chick. I'm a coconut girl in a high fashion run. Woo! Who took my lady from the tropical island? All right, let me see. So you are a pro Biden. I'm a pro both. I don't like both of them. All right, I don't like Biden or Trump. Angel, do you? Okay, we did that. All right. The whore of YouTube said everyone is voting Trump. You know, I won't be surprised if Trump wins. I say he's going to win. I just do because we're just going to do that. I know us Americans. We always go with what they say not to go because we're rebels. We're the rugrats of fucking England. Duh. We're going to always go against what the mama tells us to do. Don't do this. Vote this. No, we're going to go opposite. And that's what rebels do. All right, people? Get it fucking straight. But yeah, I bet you they're going to all vote for Trump. You're right. The whore of YouTube. I cannot believe your name. Unreal. Thanks for jumping in. It's very amusing. I love. Okay. Polish Hammer. Solid, he says. Of course, you're a hammer. You're always solid. Boo. Love you. I believe Polish Hammer is from Europe. All right. You should do a stream and talk pigeon. I did yesterday with my auntie. When I'm with my auntie, you're going to know I speak like a little bit off. So go watch the video yesterday, The Horror of YouTube, episode 19. You're going to get, that's the closest you're going to get to pigeon with me and auntie. So there you go. No, you can just watch pigeon here when I do my episodes. Depends on who I am around. I will be pigeon like. Well, I like to call it Kanaka Olelo. I will be Kanaka Olelo a lot. But other than that, I will be very like I was when I was in Calabasas and when I was going to call you guys. So how you doing? I'm just kidding. I can flip. I can do both. I'm a chameleon. Come on, chameleon. All right, let's move on. Sarah says, I care about my investments. Oh, that's nice. Polish Hammer says, I like being able to heat my house and winter is coming. Oh, I know. I used to live in Connecticut, in Waterbury, Connecticut, and it used to get so cold there. I used to always love it when my house was warm and I walked in. I know what you mean, boo. Keep it warm. The Horror of YouTube says again, Tribe, Sarah asked me you to call her. Oh, now we're talking to each other inside my show. All right, Sarah, go call you know who. Okay, Sarah goes, Bonnie, he does call, left me his number, but the last number I couldn't make out. Sounded like number one. I'm not sure. Okay, you guys are like talking to each other and not even talking to me. I'm getting upset. No talking to each other. No, just kidding. This is how we do future viewers of the viewers. You don't come into the live. You don't get to be a part of the chat. You don't see the chat, but I'm reading the chat for you and won't see it because it's disabled. So I got to reiterate what they say so you understand what the hell I'm saying. Or it looks like I'm talking to people that's not there and I look retarded. It's per my nephew told me that. Auntie, please say the questions they ask you on the chat so that you look sane. I said, okay, boy. Auntie's going to do that. Next chat person, Eric Ram. We would go cliff jumping near Maui. The place was right next to the house. What Dog the Bounty Hunter lived. You know, I don't know where Dog the Bounty Hunter lives, for one. I heard he just got married to another girl, another blonde. So congratulations to him. I'm one for Dog the Bounty Hunter to like maybe go live someplace else. Because I think what he did was just use my people to market a drug scenario type of like, I'm gonna get you, and he grabs them. But then when you notice, if you watch every single fucking episode of his show, not one is going to like attack him, pull a gun out, fucking knock him out. They have like literally counseling. So I really think he made a lot of money marketing off my people's sweet fucking kindness, because technically they weren't mean or angry or none of that. When he picked them up, they were always like, cooperative. And if you can watch every episode and you're going to see every local he picks up was cooperative. So I don't really like him, FYI, because he made a lot of money off my people's, making them look like druggies. And I don't like that. He was like Breaking Bad in Oahu, but he wasn't like the one making it. He was the one like chasing the ones that were like doing it instead of making it. Just the low users, the low ones, like leave them alone. They barely get a fucking $20, enough money to get a $20 bag. Leave them the fuck alone. Get the big dogs. Okay, moving on. The Horror of YouTube says, I want to sit on Trump's knee. Ooh, okay. Moving forward. Also says, Sarah, just dial all the numbers and try. Okay, so Sarah keeps calling someone. All right, Sarah, I hope he gets through to your friend. Now let's move forward. The A Tribe called cookies6.com says, the men gossip like old church women. Oh, he's calling you men out. He said, you all men gossip like old church women. Well, thank you for being honest about your own breed. I appreciate the honesty, and I think a lot of women do too. Hey, we didn't say you did. Mm-hmm. All right, what else he says? Oh gosh, you guys talked a lot. I don't know if I can even go through all this. Yep, you talked a lot today. Okay, Sarah said, I sent the number. Okay, keep going with your friend. They're calling. I know they're talking to each other on my chat this episode, which is neat. Okay, I will. The US owns, okay, so a tribe called cookies6.com continues to go on and say, the USA owns Hawaii, though. Do you want to separate from the union? Question mark. Now there we go. Wow, we have an intelligent one. Finally, I knew you were smart. That's why we get along automatically. But okay, I'm going to say to that, yes and no. Yes, wouldn't be nice to separate, right? Because that's what everybody would want. However, no, because they won't want to, because we're rich and they love our gold bars. So that's not going to happen. So yes, being we need to compromise and meet in the middle and change some of their laws, and it needs to match and work out with our new laws on the legislation side of the kingdom's constitution, declaration of constitution. And it needs to be revised and revisited, and needs to not be so submissive or so dominating, like, or seem appearing like in the laws of the union, which technically have been constantly made up numerous times over the last couple of years just to benefit the people that are coming in here from America. So therefore, we do need a legislation party of heirs to not disassemble the union, however, have an eye on the union from the royal kingdom standpoint as an active kingdom, because we are active. Why? We were just given back Kaolave last August 2019. No one gives you back an island unless you're not an active kingdom. So technically America does not, and Hawaii does not own Hawaii. No, you're wrong about that. Yes, we have a union with America who's occupying Hawaii as corporations. Now, the state of Hawaii, counties, they're all individual corporations, separate from each other, but all working with each other. Okay? Using foreign laws, all basically to inhabit land on a quiet title, which is an American law, not a kingdom law, legislation, declaration of constitution law. And therefore, certain properties, like I was saying, crown lands, does not fall under any American laws. It falls under the legislation, declaration of the kingdom laws. That means it's an active kingdom, with active properties, with active allegiance, that is active in politics, but the proof of that activeness has to come with birth certificate and blood rank proven by birth certificate to kings and queens that really exist in the kingdom of Hawaii that are our great grandmas, which is mine. Only those can actually help the Kingdom of Hawaii legislation declaration and come to a somewhat new agreement with the union. And that's how you have to go about it if you want to make change. And there is possibilities to do change. And yes, you can work with the union as a kingdom entity. You just have to know how to, and you have to know your laws. And you also have to understand kingdom laws and Western laws and how they're both different from each other, but how they both can also meet in the middle. So it's very important. And that's why I always stress that in my show this season on Smart Stoner Topics season, is that meeting things in the middle is important. Ho'oponopono in Hawaii, we call it. communicating differences so that we can hear out the new differences, because there's been new changes and new differences now. So now we have to Ho'oponopono on both sides. Kingdom needs to Ho'oponopono come together with statehood, union, and they need to revise a lot of things on both sides, because now the kingdom needs to watch statehood a little differently than it hasn't been, because it has been silent, right? Ali's been silent. So that's why people think, oh, America owns it, but no, it's not. It doesn't. You still have Ali's. That's what they do. So I'm going to end on that question. I'm not going to read the rest because I already am at a minute and I'm going to head out. So I hope I educated you a little bit today. I hope this bonus was good. And thank you for leaving me off on that, because now I got to go in to do some reading and now I'm ready to do my stuff. So I'm amped up. That's what I wanted to do. You're the best. Thank you. A Tribe Call Cookies 6 down coming in with your knowledge and being smart and asking right questions and smart questions, because we are the smart stoner season this season. So I really do appreciate that, because I like to stick with the topics and the continuity and being what my season's about. Cheers. There's a lot going on in life, you know. So yeah, yes and no. So let's figure something out. I gotta figure something out. There's a way to do things, because you can't go against what's already created, right? This is being realistic. So you can't fight. You can't fight shit. You just gotta ho'oponopono. Talk about it, communicate the differences, and find a middle ground on both ends where there's no argument, no you need change, and you need to be both satisfied with that change and okay with changing together. Yeah. So the kingdom and the union state of Hawaii needs to come back together at the board table and the meeting table, and then revisit the ali'is that are 2020 AD here and up and running, like me, that are smart, educated, have degrees, but technically by rank born in the world of bloodline ali'is, were technically automatic politicians. Hence, that's why they silent the ali'is, right? We don't want them as politicians. Duh, America didn't want us. That's why they put the queen inside the damn freaking palace. They don't like her being freaking in charge. But now we've seen all these differences. We've seen all this stuff that's happening, and now the leads are smart. We can. If we need to, we can, and we can improvise, and we can be in the middle. We're working on that, and hopefully we can figure that out by 2022. That's what I do. Cheers. All right, guys, pack your last bowl. Get it ready and let's go. All right. And make sure y'all subscribe, hit that bell. And if you have you've been here in my chat, you're one of my bell hitters. And I just want to say thank you as always. Appreciate you. Again, we're going to have a Halloween party for Halloween. I'm hoping I can make it to LA. If not, I'm going to see if I can get a Zoom with the celebrity. And if I can get him on the first week of November. If not, we're going to figure out how we're going to end it. And then we're going to go from there. But other than that, let's smoke our last bowl and let's get out of here. All right, cheers. I'm really amped up. So I'm good. All right. You're right. I think I'm just going to go and do this shit tomorrow. Like sleepy time. Wow, somebody in my chat room said he had a boat named Honolulu he sailed from Kauai to California. Ooh, that's a far one. Wow. How far is that? Make sure you hit that like. Oh shit. Damn. No, it's okay. I have that. I'm always on my bikini on IG too, so you can always follow me on IG because I just an island girl. We just do this like that. We roll every day on a bikini. It's like my attire. All right, so bye guys. Thank you so much. Let me I was like, ooh, drink more. Mm-hmm. Like there's some fucking alcohol in here. There's no alcohol in there. Coffee's that good. I just love it. Mm-hmm. Okay, see you. Let's you can guess what I'm going to be for Halloween. I'm not going to tell you. All right, everybody, say bye to our room. Bye, room. It was nice having you for season 6. This is it. The last episode in this office for season 6. Thank you for joining me in this room for season 6. All right, so next episode we're going to be in our costume. And you're going to see what my Halloween costume is going to be. And that's going to be episode 20. And hopefully I can make it to LA for my celebrity episode. If not, they're thinking about closing back up the airport in Maui in a week or two. So I might not be able to go. We'll see what happens. All right. I think my Halloween party might be the last episode. We should just end it on 20. We should just end it on a Halloween party. Yeah, I think so. And I can do the celebrity on a bonus pop up during the break. I think that'd be good too. Bonus number 4. We can do that. Yeah, why not? All right, either way, we'll make it happen. You know how we do here. We make shit happen. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back next week. Love you. Bye. And thank you for saying stay safe. You stay safe too, you guys. Bye, Polish Hammer. It's been nice seeing you. You're the best. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers.